In this video, we're breaking down the best cold calling software, giving each tool a clear best for, so you can match the dialer to your team and goals. We'll look at speed to conversation, multi-line and predictive dialing, local presence, CRM integrations, number reputation, and much more. By the end, you'll know exactly which platform to test first, plus a couple of smart setup tips to boost pickup rates from day one. And as always, timestamps below this video, along with free trials and the latest discounts to all of these tools. So let's get started. 1. JustCall. JustCall is a cloud phone and sales dialer built for teams that live on cold outreach. It gives you a clean dialer, tight CRM integrations, and an AI layer that coaches reps in real time. It has 3 types of dialers to fit different outreach strategies, so whether you're burning through a list or targeting a few high-value accounts, you can match the dialer to the job. The power dialer automatically moves to the next contact as soon as the current call ends, helping you maintain a smooth workflow without interruptions. The parallel dialer takes a more aggressive approach by calling multiple contacts at once and connecting you only when a live person answers. The dynamic dialer adjusts calling speeds in real time based on factors like call outcomes, agent availability, and call volume to optimize your efforts. The dialing experience is fast and practical. You can run up to 10 lines in parallel, skip manual dialing, and auto-retry missed numbers, so reps stay in conversations instead of dead time. Local presence and custom caller IDs are built in to lift pickup rates, and answering machine detection plus one-click voicemail drops help you move through a list without wasting time. On-screen scripts and real-time suggestions keep messaging consistent even when you're calling cold. The AI piece is where it gets interesting for coaching and quality. JustCall AI transcribes calls, flags key moments, scores conversations, and tracks sentiment while the call is happening, so managers can see what's working and reps can adjust on the fly. Agent Assist can nudge reps with objection handling tips and next best actions without tipping off the prospect, and everything rolls up into searchable summaries for later review. If you live in your CRM, the workflow feels familiar. JustCall plugs into over 100 tools like HubSpot, Salesforce, Pipedrive, Zoho, Intercom, and more, so you can click to call from a record, auto-log calls and texts, and keep recordings, transcripts, and scores attached to the right contact. Follow-up is not just phone. You can drop prospects into SMS campaigns, schedule bulk texts, or build drip workflows that react to replies, and you can bring WhatsApp into the same flow if that's how your audience prefers to talk. The platform's visual workflows let you connect calls, SMS, email, and WhatsApp, so a no answer can trigger a timely text or an email without manual work. An AI SMS copilot helps keep messages on brand and clear. Managers get the usual call center controls with a few extras. You can listen live, whisper coaching, or barge in when a deal is at risk, and you can standardize outcomes with disposition codes for cleaner reporting. The dialer surfaces live campaign analytics, and you can manage caller ID reputation with CNAM registration, DNC list controls, and 10DLC support on the messaging side. And if you want to push after-hours coverage without adding headcount, their AI voice agent can qualify inbound interest, book meetings, and hand off hot leads, which is a rare bonus in this category. It picks up, greets the caller, understands their needs in natural language, and responds just like a human would. The bot can qualify leads, answer common questions, schedule meetings, and even update your CRM during the same conversation. It knows when to keep going and when to bring in a human, making it easy for callers to get what they need without sitting through annoying phone menus. Setting up the AI agent is fast and easy. You just open the prompt wizard, tell it what you want the agent to do, choose a tone and personality style, and it creates a script using a custom GPT model. You can fine-tune the voice to match your brand, whether that's warm and casual or sharp and to the point, and test everything instantly in the sandbox. Pricing plans start at $19 per month. JustCall offers our audience a 14-day free trial, so you can test out its features before subscribing. 2. GoHighLevel. GoHighLevel is a fully white-labeled marketing and sales automation platform designed to help agencies streamline processes. It lets you create a custom-powered dialer, which helps you make a large number of outbound calls, all from within your CRM. Setting up the power dialer inside GoHighLevel is simple. You start by adding a tag to your contacts, which triggers the dialing sequence. Once a contact is tagged, the system initiates calls automatically and moves them through a call cycle so that multiple follow-ups happen without the need for manual intervention. Calls are spaced out to avoid overwhelming leads, while still keeping them engaged through consistent outreach. This process allows you to focus on talking to prospects rather than managing call lists. The platform provides a convenient way to leave pre-recorded voicemails without having to repeat the same message over and over again. When a call reaches voicemail, the system can automatically drop a pre-recorded message and move on to the next call. This helps you save time and ensures a consistent follow-up process across all your leads. Call disposition tracking is another useful feature that helps you stay organized and understand the outcome of each call. After every call, a pop-up screen appears where you can mark the call as no answer, voicemail, busy, or completed. Based on the disposition selected, the system can trigger additional actions, such as scheduling follow-ups or sending automated emails, making it easy to manage leads. GoHighLevel also allows you to create multiple call status triggers. You can set up different voicemail messages to be left depending on the scenario, so that your outreach remains fresh and engaging. The ability to customize call scripts within the system allows you to personalize conversations and stay on track during outreach efforts. Cold call messaging stays consistent with on-screen call scripts. You can create scripts in settings and surface them inside the web and app dialers, so new reps have talk tracks and objection prompts without juggling docs or tabs. Pickup help is built in with local presence. When you call US and Canadian numbers, HighLevel can automatically present a local caller ID that matches or is close to your prospect's area code, which typically lifts answer rates on cold outreach. If you take inbound alongside your outbound, you can build an IVR and workflows to route calls, gather keypad input, and record voicemail, then keep those recordings and messages right in the conversation thread. It's a practical way to filter return calls from your campaigns or direct prospects to the right queue. You can also automate call follow-ups without adding busy work. Workflows support automated calls and voicemail drops when certain triggers fire, and missed call text back replies instantly by SMS when someone rings you and you can't pick up, which is great for salvaging cold callbacks. Finally, HighLevel's voice AI can act like a receptionist for phone traffic. It can answer calls, transfer to a human when needed, and even offer and confirm appointment times in real time. So after-hours interest from your cold campaigns doesn't die in voicemail. Voice AI runs on LC phone, so it's native to the same place you track contacts and bookings. What makes GoHighLevel stand out for cold calling is how the dialer, CRM, and automations all sit under one roof. You can auto-build call queues from your pipeline, call from a clean in-browser dialer, guide reps with scripts, and trigger smart follow-ups by SMS or voicemail without switching tools. Layer in local presence to lift pickups, Trust Center to protect your caller ID, and Voice AI to catch and book interest when you're offline. And you get a practical cold calling stack that's tightly integrated rather than stitched together. If you want heavy multi-line or predictive dialing, you'll likely pair HighLevel with a dedicated dialer like our next tool on this list. But if you want a simple native workflow that keeps reps focused and your data tidy, it's a strong fit. Pricing plans start at $97 per month. If this sounds like the right solution for you, GoHighLevel offers our audience an extended 30-day free trial. Orum is a live conversation platform built to maximize the time your team spends talking to real people. It wraps an AI-powered dialer, conversation intelligence, and a virtual sales floor around your CRM and sequencing tools, so reps can move from lists to live connects without juggling tabs. The platform markets itself around speed to conversation, with AI routing that tells you who to call and when, auto-selects the best number to call from, and generates clean notes after the call, all inside one workflow. The dialing experience centers on two modes that cover most outreach styles. Power dialing takes you through a list one contact at a time with automation that removes the repetitive parts of manual dialing, while parallel dialing places multiple calls at once and drops you into the first human who answers. Under the hood, Orum's detection filters bad numbers, IVRs, and voicemail in over 20 languages and can hand you a live conversation in roughly half a second. Admins can also cap or customize the number of parallel lines at the org or rep level so you can tune pace to skill and compliance comfort. The platform plugs into the tools revenue teams already use. Native integrations with Salesforce, HubSpot, Outreach, SalesLoft, and Gong let you click into calls from tasks, auto-log outcomes and recordings to the right records, and keep lists and activities synchronized. Coaching and culture are supported by a virtual sales floor that brings the buzz of team dialing into a remote-friendly space. Reps can sit on the floor, blitz together, and use live listen so peers and managers can eavesdrop for learning or jump in to help when needed, which shortens ramp and keeps messaging tight without formal ride-alongs. Coaching now goes beyond post-call review. Orum's new AI coaching and enablement suite adds AI roleplay so reps can practice against lifelike agents tuned to your ICP and scenarios, AI scorecards that evaluate every conversation across key skills, and a coaching portal that gives managers instant snapshots of where each rep is excelling and where they need work. Follow-up is built into the flow so reps don't waste energy on repetitive tasks. You can record voicemails once and drop them at scale with a sequencer that matches messages to steps. Orum's product updates describe a streamlined call view that expands prospect details in place so you aren't clicking around mid-conversation. Together with automated call notes, this keeps your after-call work short and your records consistent. Caller ID strategy is handled with data rather than myths. Orum has published that local presence by itself does not materially lift pickup rates in their testing, and instead invests in number quality with real business lines, spam risk monitoring, and guidance on keeping numbers clean. Features like Boost Connect automatically choose the best performing outbound number for each dial, and the team shares practices for rotating or isolating lines when carriers tighten screening, all while steering clear of number spoofing. Orum's pricing starts at $250 per user per month with a 3-seat minimum. 4. BatchDialer. BatchDialer is our top pick cold calling software for real estate professionals looking to connect with motivated sellers and close deals. It offers two primary dialing modes, predictive and preview. The predictive dialer is designed for high-volume outbound calling, allowing agents to dial multiple numbers simultaneously and automatically prioritize calls. This feature is powered by an AI-driven right-party contact algorithm, which increases productivity by connecting agents with the right prospects more efficiently. On the other hand, the preview dialer gives agents visibility into lead details before they make a call, allowing them to prepare for each conversation and decide when to dial. Speed tools are built into the dialer, so reps spend more time talking and less time waiting. Rapid fire mode changes the multi-line algorithm to launch the next call the moment a line frees up, cutting idle time on big campaigns. Answering machine detection filters out voicemails automatically, and you can warm or cold transfer, listen, whisper, or barge when a call needs help. Getting picked up is easier because caller ID is managed for you. The platform monitors number reputation across many sources and flags negative labels, then can auto-replace bad numbers so you keep calling from clean IDs. Smart Local Presence chooses a local area code that matches the lead's region, which typically lifts answer rates on cold calls. Advanced plans include a large pool of numbers with unlimited automatic replacements, so you are not stuck scrambling when a carrier starts labeling a line. The AI layer adds coaching and after-call efficiency. Call Intelligence provides real-time prompts during conversations, transcribes calls, analyzes sentiment, and generates summaries so follow-ups are faster and managers can spot trends. It is an add-on that sits natively inside the dialer instead of a separate app, which keeps the workflow simple for new reps. They also offer tools to protect your reputation during cold calling campaigns, such as real-time phone number health monitoring and automatic replacement of flagged numbers. It ensures your connection rates remain high despite the challenges posed by carrier and FCC regulations. When making calls, you'll have access to detailed property and owner information, helping you personalize conversations and address motivating factors or sensitive topics effectively. The software supports your team's growth with features like customizable scripts, segmented calling lists, and in-call coaching tools. You can provide instant feedback through direct messaging, assign tasks, set reminders, and control permissions. What makes it stand out is seamless integration with BatchLeads, a leading property intelligence platform that lets you to manage leads, access property data, and launch outreach campaigns from one ecosystem. By integrating with BatchLeads, BatchDialer lets you generate targeted lead lists, pre-qualify opportunities, and track progress in your CRM, creating a cohesive workflow for real estate professionals. BatchLeads complements BatchDialer by offering in-depth property and demographic insights, advanced search filters, and tools for identifying off-market deals. You can push lists from BatchLeads straight into BatchDialer, then have call outcomes flow back to update lead statuses automatically, which means no more CSV shuffling and far fewer stale records. That loop also makes reporting cleaner because the same lead you skipped, traced, and segmented in BatchLeads now shows accurate dispositions after every session, and you can trigger list rules or follow-ups based on those results without manual work. If you prefer light customization, Zapier templates connect the two for tasks like automatically adding new BatchLeads properties to your BatchDialer DNC list, keeping compliance tight as your database grows. The practical upside is faster speed to dial, better list hygiene, and richer context per call because you're starting from researched, skip-traced records and carrying that data into the dialer. For teams in real estate, it's a smooth way to go from found the right owner to had the conversation with fewer steps and higher answer rates. Pricing plans start at $111 per month. BatchDialer also offers our audience a 7-day risk-free trial. 5. Readymode. Readymode is an all-in-one outbound platform built around a fast predictive dialer and a native CRM, so your list, script, and call all live in the same tab. It blends inbound and outbound in one queue, keeps data entry light, and lets you coach and report without bolting on extra tools. If you prefer to keep your existing CRM, it can still sit in front as the dialer while passing data both ways. It offers one of the fastest dialing speeds on the market. The dialer gives you 4 modes, so you can match speed to the job. You can work preview when you need to study a record, switch to power or progressive for steady list work, and move to predictive when you want maximum talk time. The system can auto-tune pacing during the day, and when you need throughput, it supports high concurrent calls per agent in progressive and predictive modes. Answering machine detection is built in so you waste less time, and local presence helps more prospects pick up because they see a nearby area code. Scripts are dynamic, which keeps cold calls on message without sounding robotic. You can build scripts that pull lead fields right into the talking points and even write back data to the profile as reps gather it, so the next call starts smarter. It's simple for managers to tweak formatting and display rules, and the script sits right beside the dialer instead of in a separate dock. Coaching and visibility are strong. Managers can watch the floor in real time and jump in with listen, whisper, or barge when a call needs help. Reports and dashboards track agents, campaigns, and KPIs inside the same app so you can spot trends and fix issues while people are still on the phones. Compliance is built into daily workflows instead of left to chance. You can import, filter, and edit your internal DNC lists, follow state time of day and holiday rules automatically, and record calls in a controlled way. Readymode also integrates with outside compliance providers for registry scrubs, and its documentation explains that the platform is designed not to generate numbers randomly or sequentially, which helps teams align with TCPA definitions while still doing high-volume outreach. You should still get legal advice for your specific use case, but having the guardrails in the dialer is a relief for busy teams. Follow-up is easier when nobody answers. Voicemail drop lets you drop pre-recorded messages on detection and even test different messages and cadences, with limits to help you stay within policy. If branded calling is part of your strategy, there is an option to enable First Orion so more people recognize your company name on the screen, which can lift answer rates on cold campaigns. Calendar sync, lead posting, and other daily plumbing are already covered. If you run high-volume outbound and care about answer rates, coaching, and compliance in one place, Readymode is a strong fit. But if you only need basic click-to-call, it may feel like more platform than you need. But if your goal is more live conversations with fewer headaches, it's built for that job. Readymode offers two main pricing plans, ranging from $150 to $199 per month. 6. CloudTalk. CloudTalk is a cloud phone and dialer platform that puts outbound calling, CRM integrations, and an AI layer in one place. It is built for teams that live on the phones but want fewer tools and fewer tabs. You get a sales dialer, a modern soft phone, and global number coverage so you can look local wherever you sell. The dialing toolkit covers the main styles of cold calling. You can run a power dialer when you want steady one-to-one outreach with scripts and campaigns, switch to a predictive dialer when you need throughput and fewer idle seconds, and lean on a smart dialer that builds call queues from any web page or your CRM. A click-to-call extension highlights numbers on websites and starts calls from the browser. And you can even use a parallel mode that places several calls at once and connects you only when someone picks up. Getting people to answer is a big focus. CloudTalk supports local presence, so calls display a local area code, and it can pick the right outbound number automatically based on your rules and inventory. You can also mask caller ID with a virtual number when you need to keep a consistent identity for a campaign or region. For teams selling across borders, it is simple to add local, mobile, and toll-free numbers in many countries so you appear familiar wherever you call. The day-to-day workflow feels built for cold calling. Campaigns can include on-screen scripts, questions, and notes, so reps stay on message and capture context as they go. Answering machine detection skips voicemail tones, and voicemail drop lets you leave a clean pre-recorded message in a second. If a prospect calls back later, a callback queue can trigger an automatic return call under the rules you set. Managers get a live wallboard view for pacing and coaching. CloudTalk's AI features reduce after-call work and sharpen quality. Calls can be transcribed in real time in several languages, then analyzed for sentiment, key topics, and talk-to-listen balance. Automatic summaries and tags turn long calls into short, searchable notes, and smart notes can draft the follow-ups you would have written by hand. These tools live in the same app as the dialer, so reps do not have to copy text into a separate system. Cold outreach rarely stays on the phone, so CloudTalk brings texting and WhatsApp into the same workspace. You can send and receive SMS from the desktop or mobile app and use international messaging to reach people in new markets. Number reputation and compliance are handled with practical guardrails. You can register caller ID names with CNAM. Use branded caller ID where supported to improve trust and reduce spam flags. CloudTalk offers affordable power dialer pricing plans for businesses of all sizes, starting at just $25 per user per month. Below this video is a link to CloudTalk's 14-day free trial with no strings attached. 7. ZoomInfo Dialer. ZoomInfo is a data-first sales platform that puts a massive B2B contact database, a built-in sales engagement dialer, and call intelligence in one workflow, which is handy if your cold calling starts with finding the right phone numbers and ends with coaching and follow-up in the same place. The company's sales OS sits on top of years of acquisitions like Chorus and Ringlead and is designed to help reps move from research to a live call without hopping tools. When it is time to dial, ZoomInfo Engage gives you an auto dialer and multi-step sequences so you can work through lists quickly and keep follow-ups organized. Inside the dialer, you can drop pre-recorded voicemails instead of repeating the same message all day. And many users run with local presence, so outbound calls display a local area code to lift answer rates. These small time savers add up when you are doing high-volume sessions. Prospecting feels different because the number hunt is largely solved up front. With the ZoomInfo Chrome extension, you can surface direct dials and mobile numbers from anywhere on the web, including LinkedIn and Salesforce views, then initiate a call with a click. The Engage Chrome extension adds a light dialer on top of your lists, so you can launch calls from ZoomInfo or your CRM without breaking flow. Call quality and coaching are covered through ZoomInfo's Conversation Intelligence, which came from the Chorus acquisition. Calls can be recorded and transcribed, then analyzed for themes and moments you want to replicate, so managers and reps get a searchable record of what worked. It is not just storage. The point is to turn raw conversations into insights you can act on in the next block of cold calls. Prioritization is where SalesOS leans in for cold outreach. ZoomInfo Intent highlights companies that are actively researching your category, so you can work the warmest accounts first. Scoops add human research trigger events like leadership changes or initiatives, and websites can reveal which companies are on your site, so you can call back into recent visitors while you're top of mind. The data also flows cleanly into the systems you already use. ZoomInfo offers native integrations for Salesforce and HubSpot, including real-time enrichment of new leads, so contact details, firmographics, intent signals, recordings, and activities can live on the right records without extra admin. That keeps your list building, calling, and reporting in sync and reduces the manual copy-paste work that slows teams down.